Today we're talking all about phthalates. I think this is something that you really need to, I don't want to say concern yourself with. I think you need to be aware of it so that you can take the proper steps to eliminate them from your environment. Phthalates are just an odorless, tasteless liquid that have been added to just about everything for a number of reasons. And I think it's super important right now to talk about it. Recently, the NPR and New York Times have done articles on what phthalates are doing to our children. But it's not just the kids, y'all. We all need to know this information. So I'm going to break it down for you in a way that you can completely understand. That's what we're talking about today, whether you're watching, reading, or listening. I'm Candace with Ludy Skincare. We are on a mission to help you revitalize your mind, body, skin, and soul. We do this with holistic herbal remedies, skincare, and rituals. And I would be amiss if I didn't tell you about the poisons that they pack into everything that are harming your body. So let's get into phthalates.
And now just a quick word from our sponsors.
I'm looking to have a real conversation with you about your energy levels. Tell me, be real for a second. Think about it. How's the coffee working? You having multiple cups a day and you're still tired? Or those naps, are you waking up more exhausted than when you went to sleep? It's all about the energy in your cells. If you're looking to increase your natural energy so that you can move through your day with purpose without collapsing, you need to work on the energy in the cells, period. The energy in the cells are what's powering your body up. You're just a collection of cells, nothing more, nothing less. Billions and billions of cells. And those cells are battery packs. And those battery packs take information in, use the information that it can, and excretes what it cannot. And if you're looking to power up your cells, I'm going to tell you to check out Shilajit. Why? It's all about the fulvic acid. The fulvic acid is where it's at. And Shilajit is about 80% fulvic acid. What is fulvic acid? Fulvic acid is the amino acid that makes the information on the inside of the cell, so that when you create the duplicate copies of the cell, you're creating a healthy duplicate copy. This is where that metabolism and that energy comes in. Taking just 0.05 grams 3 times a day is going to power you up, giving you the energy you need to fuel through your day. So listen up, my little battery pack. You can take it in 2 ways. You can get the honey sticks, meaning you can just easily add it to teas. I know you're taking my herbal remedies, my blood purifying, my womb healing teas, these things that are helping nourish your body. Add it. Just a little bit goes a long way. You can also take the resin, heat it up in a warm little pot of water, take that stick. It's going to have a pre-measuring device on there. All you got to do is add a tiny scant amount. You won't taste it. And you're providing the fulvic acid that your body is craving to help you restore the energy that you need to function on a day-to-day basis. Why aren't you getting that fulvic acid naturally? Well, it's because it's lacking greatly in our foods. You can tell me if you're eating 100% organic all the time, this might not be for you. But for the rest of us who may not be able to do that constantly, that is where we get the proper amount of fulvic acid. It's in the vegetables that comes from a healthy soil base that isn't grown with pesticides or synthetic fertilizers, okay? If you feel like you're eating too much junk food, processed food, things that come from a plant that don't grow from a plant, this is for you. If you feel like you can't afford to buy all of the organic produce that you would like, and who can? The grocery prices are insane. This is for you. If you feel like the nap's not working and the coffee ain't doing it, this is for you. It's time to energize your body so that you can thrive, okay? And I'm not going to leave you hanging. Go to shop.naturalshilajit.com/luluti-skincare. Use code Candace for 10% off. Obviously, that link is in the description. Enjoy.
And now back to the program.
Now, most of this information came from endocrine.org. It was a whopping PDF trying to alert the public to the problems with everything from pesticides, phthalates, and what it's doing to our endocrine system. So we are going to cover some of the endocrine system here. I do have another blog, podcast, and YouTube about the endocrine system. and how the endocrine system works with the chakras. These are our major conductors in our bodies for our hormones. And that is what is being affected by the phthalates. So let's get into what phthalates are. Phthalates are a man-made synthetic, aka synthetic, odorless, colorless. You can't. It's a liquid base. Okay. Now, it came around in the 1920s to help plastic be more malleable. So if you think of like cling wrap and how it's used, that is phthalates. It helps make the plastic thinner, more malleable, and you can do more with it. Now, in the 1950s, they took phthalates to the max because they recognized that it had a couple of other uses. One, it's a really good synthesizer. So it really can help break products down, which is why you'll find it in a lot of fragrances. It also is great at stabilizing a product. So if you looked at, like, let's say mayo or something that has a water base and an oil base, you're trying to get those two things to cling together. They found that the phthalates help the products stabilize for longer. It's also used again for the malleability in the plastics. So everything from your shower curtain to the vinyl floors in your home to even furniture has phthalates in it to make the product easier to manipulate. Okay. Now, shortly after this, around the 90s, they started recognizing that there were a ton of health problems with these products, and that they leached the chemicals. So that's why you always see a lot of things that say BPA free. It's because they found that heat, agitation, or just over time as the product breaks down, that these phthalates were being leaked from the products and they're going directly into our bloodstream. So through everywhere. So you're breathing it in if you have the products around the house. You are ingesting it if you, for instance, go to the grocery store and get some pears wrapped in cling film. You go home, you eat those pears. That product may have been sitting out for a while, or the sun may have touched it, and that phthalate is getting into the fruit before you consume it. And through the skin. Our body's largest organ is also a sponge, and they found that it is heavily used in a lot of fragrances, shampoos, all cosmetics, tons of makeup. Every single thing you put on your body and in your body has this product in it, unless it tells you that it don't. And sometimes it don't tell you that it don't, because if it just says fragrance, that's about 600 chemicals, including phthalates, that they don't have to list legally for a number of reasons. Now, obviously, I'm a formulator of skincare, so I've known about phthalates since I started my company 5 years ago, which is why I do not use them in any of my products. But they be trying to get you to use them, y'all. And here's the thing that you need to know about cosmetic labeling. This is very important, okay? If it is less than 1% of the product, you do not have to list it. If it is a combination of products and it has, like, let's say, a brand name. So if it's something like you have to stabilize, you have to emulsify your products. I use an organic emulsifier, but it has a name. Within that name, there are a number of ingredients that they won't list to let you know what's actually in that product. That is how these products are kind of sneaking into your cosmetic, into your bathroom, into your kitchen, into your living room, into every part of your house, is because they don't have to list all of this information, and because it's super, super cheap to produce, to make, to use. All right. They also have this thing that they like to tell people that, like, well, it's just a tiny bit that's getting stuck in your system. And when I say getting stuck in your system, you are made from earth. You are carbon, you are oxygen, you are just a collection of cells. Okay. Those collections of cells, they work just like the plants work. They look just like the trees work. They work just like Mother Nature work. They like organic matter. Your body knows what to do with it. It can say, direct it towards this cell, direct it towards the liver, direct it towards the kidneys, get it out of the body. When you start introducing false products or synthetic ingredients, your body is like, whoa, I don't know what this is. I don't know what to do with it. I'm going to store it around the fat cells in the body because I don't even know what this is. Okay. That's what forever chemicals are. And they'll tell you, like, well, it's only 0.25 grams that are being stuck in the body, and they literally know that it's being stuck in the body. But if you're using makeup every single day, or if you're ingesting the smell of, let's say, your shower curtain, those clear shower curtains, that's 0.025 every day for 365 days for 5 years, 10 years. It's going to build up in the system, and it's going to start causing some real problems. What are the problems that phthalates cause? Let's talk about that next. So besides it being a forever chemical that sticks around in your body, they found, this is messed up, y'all. They found that it mimicked the hormones in our bodies. So it mimicked estrogen, okay? So it started going in and affecting our endocrine glands. Let's talk about the endocrine system. You have 7 major endocrines: your ovaries or testes, your pineal gland, your thymus, your thalamus, your pancreas, your kidneys. These are major organs. Everybody, every organ in the body is major. Ain't nothing in there that ain't supposed to be in there or wouldn't be in there. All right. Well, these are the conductors of the hormones in your body. Hormones literally mean harmony. It keeps your body functioning properly. Weight, hunger, sleep, stress, everything that allows you to move through this earth plane, all right? How stressed you are. It says, oh, you're hungry, how hungry you are. It manages your metabolism, your weight. It manages your menstrual cycle or your sperm production or your fertility, how well your ovaries are working. All of that is attributed to the endocrine system. And when one of the hormones is faking it, when you have something coming in pretending to be something it's not, it's throwing the whole system out of balance. Now, the latest news article really went into how this is affecting children, because phthalates are found all over children's toys, and it's messing with the puberty of our kids. So it's making kids go into early puberty, or it's affecting their fertility. They have even found that because it passes through the placenta, that if we are ingesting or in contact with a ton of phthalates, it's messing with our fertility, but it's also messing with babies. So they may come out infertile, or they may come out with messed up hormones just based on you breathing while you're showering, which is really messed up, okay? We are facing a major health crisis in America, and it's got a lot to do with these synthetic chemicals, these pesticides, these fertilizers, these parabens, these phthalates that they have put in our products. Unbeknownst to us, I never signed up to ingest something that was going to affect my fertility, or just the way that my hormones work, or the way that I'm able to regulate my weight or my sleep cycles. I didn't ask for that. I know you didn't ask for that either. So it's something that we really have to be concerned with. And now they started cracking down on what could be used, which is why you started noticing more plastics that had things like BPA free or whatever. And how this process works is, number one, it's not phthalate and it's just like one product. It's more than 12 different products, okay? And what happens is they'll notice that one of them is bad, but then they'll come up with another version that they think is better. But in reality, it's just that it's man-made and synthetic, and it shouldn't be in our bodies. It breaks down to 2 different types. So you've got like these high molecular weight ones that are used for things like everything from the catheter at the hospital to the blood bag, anything. All hospital equipment is made with this. It's really messed up. Then you've got this low molecular weight. Low molecular weight literally means that it's tiny enough to get into the pores. That's what's used in makeup, in paint, in nail polish, in mascara, in everything. Because of its ability to stabilize, it's in candles, it's in everything, okay? They found when they try to find one that they think is harmful, after years of studies, meaning it takes years for it to find out how bad it is in our body, they'll pull one and then pull up another one that they use instead. But there are more than 12 to 15 of them that we know about that are used currently, and there could be many, 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 many more, all right? Now, how do you avoid these? You've got to learn to, one, read the labels on your products, okay? So when it comes to food and skincare, you want to read the label. And what you're looking at is the order of ingredients. You want to ensure that you understand how the order works. First ingredient has the highest amount of it. Smallest ingredient is going to have the least amount of something, okay? You want to look for things that say fragrance. Fragrance is just an umbrella term because they don't have to tell you what fragrance that they used, usually because they don't want to give their secret out if it's a really good scent and someone could steal it. You want to ensure you're not using anything with that word. You don't need a synthetic fragrance. Our skincare is made with 100% essential oils. They smell fantastic. That's all you need, right? So when you look at your candles, for instance, and you're burning this in your home, meaning you're inhaling it, your children are inhaling it, your pets are inhaling it. If it says fragrance, it's not like they took one bottle that said fragrance is hot sauce and they decided to drop it in there at 2%. No, that bottle has about 600 chemicals in it that they don't have to list because it's usually proprietary based and they don't have to tell you what it is. So you want to learn to read your labels carefully. I have a list here of things you want to look out for in your ingredients. 2, if you can help it, if you can afford to. I get it. A lot of this is going after people who cannot afford to do anything better. This is becoming a class war in which the rich people are able to avoid these products because those products, the products that don't have it, cost more money. And the poor people are just like, well, we're just screwed, right? You want to try to get yourself to a farmer's market, okay? And shop the farmer's market where you knew they took it from the plant. They put it in one of them cute little crate boxes and you take those products from there. It's not wrapped up in plastic. If you cannot make it to a farmer's market and there isn't one in your area, try a co-op. A co-op is like they got all of these farmers together and you buy a share of that crop. It's usually $30 to $40 every other week or every week where you get a share of the farm and you go pick it up from somewhere. So it really does save gas, it saves the environment, and it saves you a ton of money. When I was my poorest in New York, I was a co-opper, okay? And I used to get the best produce for the cheapest amount of money. I would go pick it up every single time. They even have payment plans for people who need to have them if you cannot afford it, okay? Mom and pop shops are less likely to use all of that plastic because they cannot afford it. Get yourself to the small local grocery store. So even if you can't buy 100% organic or farm grown, try to eliminate the amount of plastic that you're using to transport the product, okay? Switch over to glass containers. Get to the thrift store and get you some glass containers and get rid of the plastic containers. I don't care if it says BPA free. If you're heating it up, especially in a microwave, you don't want to use plastic. You want to use glass as much as possible. Get yourself to the thrift store. Start watching that thrift store rack. They start showing up and piling up constantly, okay? Try and purchase natural fabrics is what I'm going to next, as much as possible. This is a really hard one. Again, because it's a class war. But when you're buying the wools and the silks and the cottons, you don't have to deal with the false product that they're putting in jeans, in t-shirts, and everything that we're wearing. It's made with those plastics, especially women's workout clothes. All of that synthetic stretchy material that we love to wear, full of plastics that are leaching into the body. If you're sweating in it, if you're not just like me, where you wear it to just go to the market because you don't really be working out like that, I'm getting better, y'all. If you're actually sweating in that product, it's a transfer. Okay, so you're getting those plastics in. I've been looking into, and maybe I'll do a post on this, companies that offer more cotton and more linen to do my workouts or my pretending to work out and go in the grocery shop outfit, using those instead. This comes to the flooring and everything in your house. But of course, we can't be perfect. They put us in a position where you really can't avoid it. So what else can you do? You want to make sure that you can purchase something like an air purifier or keep your home circulating every now and then, especially in the winter time when I'm running the heat. Okay, this is what I do. I open the front door and the back door and I just allow the filters and the heat to recirculate to get new air in here. It really does help the system. You think I'm just letting heat out the door, but in reality, what it's doing is it's cleaning out the system so you're not recirculating that same stale air constantly. Keep some windows cracked. Worth it. Because there's a lot of things in there, even the gas stove, which we have a gas stove, that smell is not great for our bodies. It's all of these little things are starting to add up and it's showing up. Why do you think the infertility rate is so high? It's so high. It's insane. Chronic illness at an all-time high. Inflammation in the body at an all-time high. Cancer rates at an all-time high. It's because we are pumping, we are inhaling, we are filling our bodies with chemicals unbeknownst to us. It's not our fault. You got to get rid of the plastic water bottles. I know they're very convenient. I get on my husband about this all the time. I will see him, do not reuse them. He loves to reuse a plastic water bottle. I keep trying to tell him it's going to kill him. Now, you cannot reuse the plastic water bottles. You have to get something, a glass one, a metal one, something you can use all the time. And you know what? It actually helps you. Mine is absolutely ridiculous. Okay. It's so big. That's because I don't leave the house often and I work from home, but it definitely helps you drink more water. And again, if that plastic water bottle has been in the back trunk of your car and the sun has been gleaming in on it, you already know what I'm going to tell you. So you want to get rid of stuff like that. It's really important that you focus on detoxing the body constantly. It's just something that I think we all have to add to our self-care health routine, is not for weight loss, but to ensure that the pollutants in the air and the metals in the water and the pesticides in the fruit, it can get out of our bodies just as fast as it came in. You know, everything from the fluoride in the toothpaste to the candle that you've been smelling, it's going in there, right? So you want to get a detox routine going every quarter in your body, trying to eliminate as much as you can. I got a couple of products I'm going to recommend for this. One, we have a new blood purifying tea that we have on our website. It features cayenne pepper, it has clover, it has catnip, it has everything that your body needs to cleanse the blood in your body to allow for a detoxing procedure, okay? Then we have Shilajit. Shilajit, I am an affiliate of Shilajit because I believe in Shilajit, and it also is full of fulvic acid, which powers up your cells, provides you with natural energy, helps with the detoxing process. You could take a little bit every day. You only need 0.05 grams. I add it to the tea, especially the blood purifying tea, y'all. I add it to the tea to aid in the detox process. Now, I have Lyme's disease, so chronic illness is all about what I love to talk about because that's what I have battled and conquered. All right. Now, I do a coffee enema about once a quarter. What is that? It's a green coffee enema. It helps increase the bile in the liver, which flushes the liver, which helps break down any products that are left in the body, which helps the lymphatic system, which helps with elimination, which helps cleanse the body. All right. You can take spirulina tablets in the morning because spirulina is really great at capturing heavy metals. If you're going to take chlorella instead of spirulina, you take it at night. Don't take spirulina at night. You'll be up all night long. Chlorella really does a great job of detoxing the body while you sleep. It does taste worse than spirulina. So I would suggest for both of these, the tablet over the powder, but you could take up to 20 milligrams. You could take so much of this a day. Why can you take so much of it today? Because both spirulina and chlorella are foods. They are not supplements. So you can eat it like a food. It won't taste good, but they call it astronaut food. You could literally survive on it. It has everything that you need to survive. But you should be taking this on a day-to-day basis if you can. It's another excellent way to ensure that you are removing the heavy metals and the toxins from the body. Clean up your skincare and your makeup game. I get it. We love our makeup. We love to feel beautiful. And I get it. We love our skincare. I love a mask. Our skincare, one of the main ingredients is chlorella because of its detoxing effects. And again, it's made with 100% essential oils. Everything in it you can pronounce on purpose. I made it with real ingredients, especially superfoods. When I learned about skincare, when I learned what it was doing to our bodies, especially the hormones in our bodies, I was sure that I wanted an organic, all natural, truly all natural holistic skincare company that still had that luxury that we want from these fabulous products, but instead of all of the gunk that is added to the products for silly reasons, y'all. They add it so that it smells like fruit or that it looks a certain color. It's not necessary to give you proper skincare. And you should be putting good things on this large organ that is a sponge. You can get 10% off of the Shilajit if you use the code that you see above. I also had it there when I was talking about Shilajit if you're on YouTube. If you are not on YouTube, and let's say you're listening to the podcast, it's going to be in the description. All Luluti skincare, you can get 20% off if you sign up for our newsletter. I'm also offering an energy healing facial that you can do at home with or without skincare. It's literally like Reiki for your face. It helps reduce tension, reduce stress. It's fabulous. You get that for free when you sign up for our newsletter, plus 20% off. Couple other detox things that I want to mention. Sauna and infrared. Infrared saunas, excellent. Get in the sweat. Sweating is an excellent way to detox the body. Eating a ton of fiber helps move it through the colon. Excellent way to detox the body. Upping your water intake, adding that salt, that mineral necessary for getting it to the cells, because you really need, it's really about getting the minerals to the cells. That's why you're drinking the water, is the medium for the minerals to get to you, okay? To power up those cells. Excellent at detoxing the body. Lymphatic massage. I offer a course online. You can also just look up how to do a lymphatic massage. Really important for your lymph nodes are your body's plumbing system. It's how the water moves through your body to distribute to all the places that it needs to. It gets jammed up with things like toxins, okay? So you really want to go in, and it's an excellent self-care ritual, giving yourself a massage. The benefit and the power of touch is profound. Give your loved ones a massage. Give your baby a massage. Give yourself a massage. And when you're doing a lymphatic massage, it has to be done in a certain way. I'll do a post about it. But you're really doing you're really getting in there. It's not that soft little gentle touch that you would get. It's like trying to really move something here. All right. We got some work we're trying to do here.
That is all that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this episode on the endocrine system. Remember, sign up on the website, receive 20% off your first purchase, and get the free energy facial healing massage. It's going to be a fun way for you to learn how to move that energy and really plump up the skin. All of the links of everything that I talked about in this episode are in the description if you're listening on the podcast, and on the YouTube, it's in the description there as well. Thanks again, guys. Read the blog. Let me know what you think. Have a fabulous day. One more thing. I've had episodes about the endocrine system, about phthalates, about parabens, about the lymphatic system, about the vagus nerve, all of that coming. If there's something you'd like me to cover, leave a comment. Let me know what it is, and I'll get to it.